I'm Conrad.
And I'm Caitlin.
And these are the 3 steps you need to know to caucus.
First, go to your caucus location on February 3rd, 2020 at 6:30 p.m.
Second, register to caucus as a Democrat if you haven't already, right at your caucus location.
Third, find your precinct captain, stand next to them, and follow their instructions.
It's that easy.
Wait. What actually is a caucus?
You can think of a caucus as a community meeting.
You and your neighbors stand in a giant room to support the candidate of your choosing by standing in groups. The goal is to convince as many people as possible that Andrew is the best person to be president.
Okay, so I've never caucused for a Democrat before, and I'm not sure I really want to.
We totally hear that, but it's exactly why Andrew's campaign is so important. He's uniting people of all viewpoints, and in particular, he's reaching a lot of people who aren't really interested in politics.
Exactly, but if we want anything to change, we need Andrew to win, and that's why it's critical that you in particular caucus.
I do hear what you're saying. All right, so when is the caucus?
This year, the caucus is on Monday, February 3rd, 2020.
Plan to arrive at 6:30 p.m. that night as doors close at 7 p.m. sharp. And bring all the neighbors you have who support Andrew.
How do I know if I can caucus?
If you live in Iowa, you're probably good to go.
Yep. The only requirements are that you are a U.S. citizen who lives in Iowa who will be 18 by November 3rd, 2020.
Cool. Wait. How do I know where to go?
Your caucus location can be found online at yang2020.com/caucus.
If you still aren't sure, contact your local Yang regional office and they'll tell you where to go.
All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this whole caucus thing. What exactly do I do when I get there?
Just remember these 3 simple steps.
First, you have to show up.
Sounds easy, we know. But it's really important that you get there by 6:30 p.m. Any later than 7 p.m., and you won't be let in.
You never know what the weather in February will bring, so definitely plan ahead of time.
Step 2 is to register to caucus if you haven't already.
To register on site, you need to do one of these 3 things. 1. Bring an in-state ID with your address and the precinct you are registering in. 2. Bring an in-state or out-of-state ID, where the address isn't located in precinct, and a piece of mail with your current in-precinct address. 3. Bring a person who is already registered in precinct to vouch for you. You don't need to meet all 3 of these scenarios, just one.
What if I'm registered as a Republican?
You can change your registration even on the day of, and afterwards you can change it back if you want.
And if you need to change your registration, that's all the more reason to get there early.
Okay, so I'm there. It's 6:30. I'm registered. Now what?
Step 3, find your Yang Gang precinct captain and follow their lead.
You can't miss them. They're the ones with the cool hats.
Nice. How do I get one of those?
You can sign up to be a precinct captain at yang2020.com/IA-captain.
The Yang team will train you so that you can lead your neighborhood to a victory-free Yang.
Together, we'll stand in Andrew's corner, and the precinct captain will help you fill out your presidential preference card, which is the official way we show our support for Andrew.
Cool. Is there anything we do other than stand in groups?
We can talk to our neighbors at the caucus to get them to stand in our corner with us.
Absolutely. The more people we have in our corner, the better.
In fact, your precinct captain will be specially trained to try to get people from other campaigns to come over and join our side.
The night will also include pre-voting business and ceremony and speeches and alignments and math.
It can take up to a few hours, but at the end of the day, you get to stand in Yang's corner and show the country a new way forward.
So it's definitely worth it.
All right, how are you feeling?
Look, I'm ready to caucus. After all, the Yang Gang just needs to follow these 3 simple steps.
Step 1, arrive at your caucus location.
No later than 6:30 p.m.
Step 2, register or change registration if necessary.
And step 3,
Find your precinct captain. If everyone who supports Andrew Yang comes out on caucus night, we'll have Iowa in the bag.
see you all on caucus night!